them up again. So if they get into a good start, I could definitely see CSGO.ONE causing some trouble. But I would go for a 2-0 now. I think E-Frag, as the analysts already mentioned at the very start of this best of 3, that E-Frag is a little angry. You know, they want to let it out on the Hungarian squad.
Yeah, you don't want to come to this tournament and lose them, but it looks like CSGO.ONE are going to be picking up the knife round, and Maeve quickly says that they're going CT. I wouldn't, have anticipated anything else. It is definitely a map where you like to start CT generally. It's a map where I'd say it's still somewhat CT sided. It's quite even, like most maps in the map pool, but it's a map where you can have a bad T side, but if you have a bad CT side, it's really hard to get back.
Yeah. And there are so many different setups. That is, the versatility of the map is so sick. I really love it. There are so many different ways to counter and then counter the counter and counter the counter. No, I don't want to go on.
Okay, fantastic. But Engel is going to be fine. Ooh, Tabo actually helps him.
What?
Takes out, it's apparently a Danish murder here going on.
They hate each other.
Yeah, apparently. They're trying to steal each other's shine. Ney might have spotted out NKL, but he's on the wrong bomb site. He's not seeing a lot, though, and that's also why the rotations are coming in. But Bima alone is going to be pulling the rotations back. But unfortunately, the bomb is always also coming his way. So that is not too good for E-Frag. Ney also taking off the head of NKL, so that's not better. But the mid-round calling coming in, and now the rotations have just been pulled off the bomb site, which they now have control of.
Yeah, and the CTs are back on the rotation. Back there, the bomb hasn't been planted. Now it goes down. But Deadfox and Ney are still in this together with Flash, and they will find the kills. Fire Leader has to go big. He did it already. He does it again, does he? Oh, he's up against the one last CT with 11 HP, and he will clutch the round. Triple kill for Spy Leader. He's not... wow, it's just brilliant play by him.
I think there's nothing that this guy, there's nothing that this guy cannot do today. He's in-game leading, he's putting up huge performances in terms of frags, he's clutching important rounds, and one thing that we didn't really mention there is the fact that he didn't even have armor, and he took out 3 players.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and you can hear the screams, the morale going really strong for E-Frag, so I'm definitely expecting a good game here.
Me too. This is kicking off just like I wanted it, with a big clutch. CSGO.ONE don't really, they hesitated a little bit with the armor, just like they did on Inferno, so they are going for the same kind of play. This time around they have armor on Ney, but only a deagle.
I think the reason being that he got 2 or 3 kills, so that means 300 per kill, 900 in total extra. He can kind of spend some money without ruining his buy later on.
Yeah, and they went for a 4-man stack on B initially, but they have spotted or heard somebody, so they are on the rotation towards A. Deadfox already gives up to the terrorists, so E-Frag should have an easy time planting and holding on to this one. CSGO.ONE still have the possibility with the P250s to get a few frags if they surprise the terrorists.
Yeah, and this is just, all they have to do is play the afterplan correctly. There's really nothing that CSGO.ONE can do in this scenario. Without armor, there's nothing you can do, especially not when you play against, players that are at the level of E-Frag and they run around with SMGs.
Yeah, and just triple kill for Bubble with the Uzi.
Yeah,
that's so much money already for him.
That's also a case to be made, definitely. And Ney will probably be looking to save his body armor, because as a CT, if the bomb explodes, you still get your money. As a T, if the time runs out, you don't get any money. But as a CT, it is actually, in a lot of scenarios, viable. His teammates are probably not going to even be buying now, but he has the same that he had last round, a deagle and a body armor. So he might be able to make something work. One thing I want to mention, though, Deadfox was jumping on the truck on A, and he kept jumping, and he jumped, and he spotted both toilets and the area beside toilets, and he also spotted long. And Bubble just timed him time after time after time on long and creeped up so close, even though Deadfox was jumping. Deadfox never knew he was there, so he just ran out, got shot by a guy up close, and you know, that comes down to dumb luck.
Like one of those cats that creep closer to the camera whenever the owner peeks out, the cat is closer. That's
exactly Bubble. He's a cat. Confirmed.
HLTV, please tell us. So E-Frag up 2-0. Easy for now, but CSGO.ONE on another save, so it should be a 3-0. Once again, the CTs have the right guess. 3 players on the A bomb side, but E-Frag take it really slow somehow. Victor doesn't get that frag, and Bubble having a hard time collecting his own kills. Now he's going for the reload though, and we are going to see the terrorists forcing it onto the A bomb side. Bubble with another frag. He's going to bank off Bulgaria.
Well, this position from Flashy is not something I've ever seen before, but it works out massively for him. And he does go down eventually. But Bubble takes down Flashy, and now it's all left to Ney. And it seems like he's just the guy who's going to be saving and saving and saving every single time here. But this time around, the purpose of saving isn't really there, as the Deagle is not one he's going to be using for the next round. So he's going to be trying to see if he can actually just do some economic damage onto the terrorists. He won't be able to though. But you know, saving a Deagle, he's not going to be using it. They're going to be buying up anyway next round, so he might as well go die. The body armor, you know, he's going to be saving $650. And yeah, as you just pointed out, Daniel, Taboo on -1.
But well, it's only 3 rounds in the game, and he had that unfortunate. You know, if Maeve runs into his line of fire, there's nothing that he can do about it.
No,
and
let's blame Maeve.
Yeah. Didn't Guardian do the same about Flamey? But let's keep it in this game. CSGO.ONE with the AWP on Dead Fox already. So they tried to get some deep peaks, and actually he is very deep into the outskirts of the A-bomb side. The terrorists go for B, short play, and they swiftly execute, and they caught everyone with a nade in his hands. Taboo goes down without doing anything, and it's up to Dead Fox and Maeve to save their guns. The terrorists will make it 4-0, and that was just outright great execution, great timing by the terrorists. Maybe some luck in there as well, because the CTs had those nades in their hands. But yeah.
There's always a case to be made about luck, but I think this was just a very good execute. One of the things that they do so well in this scenario is that, you know, they keep just being fast, and really if you're taking the B bomb side on overpass, a lot of the time it's just about, you know, if you take one battle, they're going to be looking at B long, then at short you can actually push up, because the pillar is kind of annoyingly positioned there at the middle of the site. So if you can make the long player not look at short from barrels where he usually plays, or from water, then the guy short can just push up so close, he can get in, catch people with the nades out, and that is exactly what happened.
Yeah. That's also what they did on the B-bomb set on Inferno. They just swiftly ran in there. Nobody stopped. And that's sometimes a mistake that even Tier 1 teams make. If they lose the first player or maybe 2, they slow down and they try to get the re-picks, but they have to force it in. I mean, you have to break through, and you have to break in that small defense on the B-bomb sites. E-Frag now up 4 rounds. CSGO.ONE with an MP9.
Oof, look at this guy. Bubble is going to be peeking out. Oh, what a flash as well. He gets caught out in the open. He doesn't even get taken down there. It's quite a surprise, but what a flash. There's no way he can do anything about that.
Yeah, it was more or less let's take control and not get the frag kind of flash, because otherwise it would have followed it up with a peek. And now they're getting closer to the A-bomb set, getting ready for the execution. Maeve is already there, but completely blinded as well. They're standing next to each other, and they shoot each other's teammates. Maeve with the frag, now he takes refuge in the smoke, and he completely outplays the terrorists right now. NKL in the meantime makes it a 4v4, but Maeve is on the other side. You must be wondering, how did he get there? Cbble just running out, going down, flash with the MP9. He makes it work in a rifle round.
Bubble just molotov himself.
Running down, killing himself in the flames. Everything goes down the drain for E-Frag.
Yeah, it's actually unfortunate for Dreamer there. The bomb is planted just a bit off, meaning that he can actually see from the toilet area. We get the first round on the board for the home team here, and that is very nice. A bit of a scrappy round there. It's very back and forth, but Maeve with, you know, the weird positioning. Yeah, there's not really much you can analyze from that, simply because, you know, the analysis would be down to, you know, yeah, weird stuff going on.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird too.
Yeah.
How did he do that? That was really weird.
How they didn't take down Dead Fox on that flash as well. They were so close. There's no reason not to go out and peek.
Yeah.
And Dead Fox then actually saw a guy's AK, but didn't realize it and just fell back with his, you know, back turn. It was a really weird round. But anyway, we are in the next one, so we should probably focus on that. Cbble is setting up with a smoke. It's an elaborate fake here, but he gets caught out. And he does throw the smoke, but I think it must have just, you know, landed a bit awkwardly there.
Yeah, and it doesn't really help his teammates anymore, because the CTs already know there is, or they think there is nobody else anymore. NKL, though, reinforces the position and tries to use the smoke into his advantage in a way that helps his own teammates. He gets a trade onto Maeve, but he's unaware of the CT in bank. Now he tries to clean that out, but gets traded by Dead Fox. It is a 2v4 in favor of the CTs. The terrorists are slowing down, and that gives the CTs the potential to rotate additional players to the site and get ready for the retake.
Oh, they're boosting here. They're going to be looking over that fence. Unfortunately, not going to be able to find much, it seems, but Dreamer with the right idea here. He might catch an A, and he does, and that should be the round in the bag for the counter-terrorist side. Bubble, still on a mission, but does get taken out eventually, and that is the second round on the board for CSGO.ONE. It's looking good.
Yeah, and sturdy rounds there was as well. Not losing too many men, giving themselves some money to work with in the future. And great play by Nave also to not keep challenging toilets, just, you know, receiving the information, forwarding it to the teammates, staying around closely enough so the terrorist has to worry about him. And he was very distracted, there was no doubt about that.
I think he's also going to be helping a lot with Dead Fox. He might even go for the entry pick here. He will. He legs a guy. That's very, very good. But there's been definite issues for CSGO.ONE at A-Long. Once again, Dead Fox got timed by NKL, and that killed Maeve. So Dead Fox is essentially selling his teammates here, and sometimes even himself, by not really playing long, but just playing in a very passive position. And he's just not having much luck with his timing. But now he's got an AWP, and I think that's what he wanted. Now he can kind of contest it, but this smoke comes up, and now he cannot.
So they keep taking control of long, and they have the bomb over at B, which shifts CSGO.ONE to believe that it is going to be an A execution. Luckily for them, they are not over-rotating, so they are not panicking. Even though they're down 2 rounds, they trust each other and they trust themselves as well.
Yeah, and a decent smoke coming in here. It doesn't really disable much of Dead Fox's visuals here, but ooh, once again Dead Fox gets timed. The guy just can't catch a break. But he gets 1 frag finally, and now the Conquest is actually going in on the B-bomb side. Taboo and Ney both getting 1. Cbble that should be going down as well. It is to Taboo, so now we know at least that he's above the minus kills. I'm not sure. Yeah, that was actually his first 2 kills of the game, but it's nice to see. He's a good player, and he really deserves to be up there on the board.
I mean, the second and the third, because he got the team kill.
Yeah, that's true. Every kill counts.
Okay, maybe we should stop punishing him for that too much.
Yeah.
But it stays in the family, sort of.
Yeah.
So E-Frag losing those finally on a save, or well, not really a save, but a Tech 9 armor. So they most likely go to the B-bombs that they already line up over there. And they kind of tried to build up an image of, yeah, we are going for the A executions in the weapon rounds, and they tried to fake it in the previous one, but it didn't really work out. CSGO.ONE was very disciplined in staying in the positions. And if they keep doing that, they could actually close this half out with a very good CT's scoreline.
Yeah, it's a good shot by Taboo there. He gets totally caught up on that flashy. Oof, he does get the bomb plant denied. That's very big. Cbble, they're not going to be getting any more from this round, I'm sure. He does eventually go down. So scores are equal now, and I talked about, you know, how you need a decent CT side. If you have a bad CT side on Overpass, there's basically no way getting back, but you can have a bad T side. I'd say 4 rounds is actually still doable if you transfer to the CT side. It requires a lot from you, of course, but you know, if E-Frag gets up to 7 rounds, that is way too much, I'd say.
Yeah.
5-6 rounds, and they'd still be in a pole position in my head. Probably 6 is what I'd imagine they'd need.
Yeah, and they still have 7 to grind out 2 more, so the ratio would be quite okay for them. If they manage to find out how CSGO.ONE click, right now it's really hard to tell how they click because they switch up their play quite regularly. Maybe some connector play in the next few rounds by CSGO.ONE would make it even harder for E-Frag to build up the toilet control, which they really fancy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also the fact that, well, let's actually just see what happens here. Maeve does go down, and that is probably the time when they're going to be speeding up. deadfox needs to land a bunch of shots, and he does, and Dreamer gets another fantastic headshot through the wall even, and now it's a 3 versus 5 situation. It looks like E-Frag are going to be getting into this bomb site, and I don't think there's any stopping them here. They're going to get the bomb plant, the after plant position is too good, and CSGO.ONE, they have to pull out of the bomb site. Yeah.
There is no real reason for them to do it. Maybe bringing the orb would have been cool, but obviously there is no way to retrieve that. And I wonder if E-Frag want to pick that up sometime soon. I don't know, on Overpass, I think the terrorists start picking up the orb if the CT's AWPer is causing trouble to them, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's also an AWP on Overpass. You can only really play it at long or like toilets, but at a lot of the times on
Except
Overpass,
Guardian.
Yeah, of course. But a lot of the times, you know, the way you play an AWP on T side or on Overpass, in my opinion, is that you just try to catch the rotators off. You know, you try to get the. You can sometimes play the B long, but then they have to peek you, and a good team doesn't necessarily do that. Like a lot of teams won't. So, you know, an AWPer is more like a support player on Overpass if you're a T-sided AWPer. And that's also why I think they're not picking up, but the individual skill is, you know, good enough to not. But Nade going to be taken out too very quickly. They need to get Flashy down, and they just can't. And Nade's raining in on their heads as well. It's a bit crazy, but it looks like another CT round. They're trading rounds these days.
Yeah, and the save in the previous round, well, they lost a round, but they didn't lose too much economy on top of that, so they can keep themselves afloat if they manage to take it home, especially with 4 surviving players. It would be really good for CSGO.ONE, and it would kind of make it a, you know, a small relief for them after losing the previous one rather quickly. They could work with that mentality-wise, you know, they could be a little happy about that and work with it in the future rounds. Good trade by Taboo and Maeve, you know, Taboo goes for the initial peek, spots them, calls it out, lets his teammate get the frags. Very selfless play by them.
Yeah, it's well done. I think it's also the case that Taboo right now is not he's not confident enough to take the battles. He hasn't had a great game, and I think that's why he kind of, you know, stepped away there. One thing I really liked was that it was a 2 versus 4 situation. Spidey and Dreamer, they boosted up, saw that there wasn't anyone barrels, there wasn't anyone really playing water. Taboo like appeared to be there actually because he's kind of hidden from their point of view. But I think that's what they did. They decided to play B because they didn't really see anyone, and they assumed they might be playing just one player or playing retake on that side. Yeah. That wasn't the case, and that kind of, you know,
had a death trap.
Yeah, I guess you could say. But I think if they knew what the setup was, or had they spotted someone, it is likely they would have just saved because, you know, anything can happen. But they do have a good buy-in still.
Yeah. Now let's see if they can use that good buy into their advantage. They're back in toilets. Really like that place. But deadfox is back on track, and he will pick off the first 2 players. Now he's uncontested from long because his teammate Maeve has already captured that. So there is a lot of information in the hands of the CTs. A lot of intel. Victor going down to Taboo. So he's slowly but surely picking it up as well, and KL and Bubble have to struggle uphill. Maeve with a frag from behind, leaving Bubble alone. And now they know where he is as well. He gets 1 frag back, but everyone peeks him at the same time. And CSGO.ONE make it 6-5.
Yeah, that's deadfox's round, and also Maeve's. Maeve is having a great game here. Even the round before, he's just been pushing aggressively, pretty much along every single round. And since E-Frag don't play long, he's just getting so much from this. He's having so many high impact kills, and just the map control that he gets. You know, it might not show in the statistics, but it is key. And it's just nice to see CSGO.ONE on a map where they feel comfortable, because it felt like at times they didn't really feel comfortable playing Inferno.
Yeah, and I'm really curious to see the terrorist side, because they must have something in store for us on their terrorist side. While E-Frag is just on that safe round, trying to get as close to the B-bomb set and planting the C4. Not going to happen. Almost a flawless round by CSGO.ONE. Triple kill for Ney. Slowly but surely, CSGO.ONE is taking control of this one.
Yeah. E-Frag will be looking to pick up another round, possibly even 2 if they can manage that. Potentially they could pick up the rest. But, I mean, if they get another round, I think they will be pretty happy with themselves. The things that I know that they might have in store that CSGO.ONE, if they haven't done their homework, won't know. Oh, wow. Hang on a second here. Maeve, once again, playing inside the smoke. He's a ninja, that's for sure.
Recklessly aggressive.
Yeah, and he's behind them once again. It feels like this is the case every round. What a spray control from Maeve. That is fantastic piece of play from Maeve then. That might have just won them the round as well. He's now pulling back, so they'll be looking for him, but he's not to be found.
Yeah, he's just hiding away, you know, just taking a ride in the playground. Spylead and Dreamer are definitely looking for anyone, but the CTs are just hiding away. Nobody peeks out. Very disciplined play by them. Now Dreamer has traced the nade. Flash is working with the shadow of Dreamer, but Dreamer is working with the AK, and he makes Flash be a shadow of himself. Spyleader with a headshot onto Maeve, and suddenly it is all turned upside down. Ney is alone. He still knows that Dreamer is around the A bomb site, so he's looking for the kill straight in the back of the head, or actually the front. Dreamer was hopping up, trying to gather some information. Spyleader is playing it on the A bomb site. Ney is in toilets. They will face off against each other, just shooting a few bullets. Spyleader figures it's the best to plant the bomb right now, and Ney is getting closer as Spyleader retreats into bank.
Yeah, and Ney can't really allow Spyleader to get into this position. Now it's, I'd say, a close to unwinnable round for Ney, and it does prove to be the case. I mean, what happened in that round that was very interesting in my opinion was the fact that Dreamer plays so well on A, picks out one, and then also predicts the positioning of the other, even though he's in such a weird position, and then takes over the bomb site. Spyleader plays in toilets. There's a player on either side of toilet, takes one, instantly runs long, and gets to the bomb site. But what he could have done, he actually had 30 seconds. What he could have done instead, forgot to shoot there, but what he could have done instead is he could have taken the bomb, run down to CT spawn, run through, or like had ran through, and then showed up at the B bomb site, planted there, and then outplayed him, because Ney is probably not going to be that fast on the rotation in that scenario, and that means he gets more time on the clock. But still, it was well played by Spyleader, and he did eventually win it.
Yeah, it worked. So, there's some kind of a saying, if you can call it like that: success proves you right.
Yeah.
Even though there are different options, just like you pointed out, and CSGO.ONE have to hold on to the last 2 rounds. They really need that. The 6 to 9 would be possible for them, would be quite okay, but they were looking for a 10 to 5 maybe even. Now, we know that we can never count out E-Frag, but the same goes for CSGO.ONE as Maeve steps it up again with a double kill. The spray transition in the previous round was just out of the world.
Yeah.
But this time around, he's not needed as much. Dreamer and Bubble are alone. This time it's Bubble on the A bomb site. He gets drawn out by Maeve, who's back in action with the triple kill. Dreamer alone on the B bomb site. He's got the bomb with him, but the CTs are all over the place. And as soon as he's spotted, he's taken out as well. CSGO.ONE with the 8-6 scoreline right now. 2 rounds up. They can make it 3.
I'm pretty sure, like, everyone always talks about the get right lurk. I'm pretty sure it's the Maeve lurk now. The guy's having an amazing game. And, once again, he pushes up long, he catches one guy jumping for information, so he wins that battle, 10 out of 10. Then he catches another player jumping, he wins that battle 10 out of 10. And then he even gets the last one because Dead Fox tags him up. I mean, Maeve is just having an absolutely amazing game, and even though Taboo isn't really, pulling his weight at the moment, Maeve is just pulling Taboo's weight as well as his own. Yeah.
The Danes just taking each other's weight there, kind of exchanging it. E-Frag on the other side, they have to put all their weight on the B bomb side. They're storming in there. Flash with a double kill. Taboo is there as well. And it's a 4v2 in favor of the CT. Spyleader managed to pick up the Galil and a frag with that. He knows another CT's position, but Taboo waits for his Dane on the side. Together they will make that retake. The bomb hasn't been planted either, so there is a lot of time to work with. And finally Taboo with a second kill. Bubble is down to 21, and I don't know, 35 seconds on the clock.
Eventually they'll have to rotate to A, you know. Maybe
Yeah,
it
they
might
have
be
to check
rotating
it
at
out.
25 seconds
If
or
you
something
stay
like that.
silent.
Ooh. Oh wow, Bubble, that's an amazing kill. He is going to get the bomb plant as well. There's no nades on the CT side. If he wins this, this is a huge round. Ooh, spots out Dead Fox. And now Taboo, apologies, but he is will be taken down by Taboo there, and CSGO.ONE will pick up the 9th round of this first half. So 9-6, it's not bad for either team, I'd say. If CSGO.ONE has something good in store for us on the T side, it's very likely that they'll be picking it up. But yeah, E-Frag, a very solid overpass CT side team, and the kind of the things that they have prepared the most, they are CT side.
Yeah, so you would compare them with a Danish team on the CT side? Danes being, historically speaking, if we can quote one of the best analysts in the CSGO history, historically speaking, well known for his CT-sided play.
Yeah, I mean, they just have some things in their locker that I've never seen anybody else do, and have been returning to this all the time, but I really hope CSGO.ONE have put in the time. I'd be very surprised if they hadn't, but on overpass, you know, there's a trick or two up their sleeves, and it's going to be cool to see how and when they're going to utilize it.
Yeah, for now it's a terrorist waiting in front of the B-bomb site. E-Frag tried to use Dreamer to draw away the attention, possibly get a first frag, and then, oh wow, straight X4 flash! What is happening? The Glock to the heads like magnetic bullets traveling right through the brains. 3v4, the bomb is down, Nay from short. They've got a player in the back as well, taking care of B short, and KL comes back onto that Fox. And now the terrorists know, okay, this round could still be slipping away from us. We need to stay together as Victor removes Flash. They go for the fake defuse. Nay behind the sandbags gets dinged by NKL, and NKL follows it up as well. The bomb should be defused, no real trouble with that. 3 frags for NKL on the retake, 4 HP remaining. How close can a round get?
Yeah, I mean, he even pre-fired the guy playing sandbags, so he was stuck in sandbags. And KL kind of has to, you know, get the defuse soon. Yeah. And if he can't, you know, then you know, if he doesn't get the kill, he can't get the defuse. So he really needs that kill. So he just tries a pre-fire, and it works out. He gets a headshot on the guy, then kills the other guy, and picks up Spyleader's kit, and that was what made the round.
Definitely. Now CSGO.ONE with a bomb plant in the first one. They are on a save right now, and NKL just spinning around, getting this triple. Dreamer with the second, and well, with his own double kill, and E-Frag are closing in 9-8, 1 round separating, and the bomb plant definitely made CSGO.ONE get into the early buy and get into the position to keep E-Frag from drawing the game. Yeah,
it's true, and you know, the first rifle round is always very interesting. It's it could definitely, you know, dictate the play for the next few rounds. Dead Fox catching a bit of a nade there, and the B site is just going to get stormed here by a lot of players instantly, and it's actually just a quick round. I can't even, you know, my brain can't even
process all the information.
All the kills coming in at the same time. It's just so fast. But
it's like the Matrix.
Yeah. But yeah, we get a 9-9 scoreline now. And it's even, Steven? Pistols only for CSGO.ONE. Do you think E-Frag has got the upper hand now?
Well, I don't really know why CSGO.ONE went for that fast B play already, because they had no information on how the CTs line up and how they play it. We tried to surprise them and it didn't work. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on this round. I would say, okay, they tried it. They probably thought it's going to be 50-50 odds. If we make it, it's cool. If we don't, it was just a rush. We had to try. Or we wanted to try. We didn't have to, but now we've got the terrorists in long control with a bomb on the back.
Yeah, and it seems like they're just going to be stacking up here. They want to go for a fast round. They don't really have any nades to work with, and Tabu is just going in there as bait. Looks like they also have a player on B, so I think what's going to happen is Tabu is going to be killed here. Oh, that's just actually, my plans are just totally off. But anyway, they get 2 more kills, and now 2 more players are coming in on A. It's Dead Fox trying to see if he can actually land anything, but he can't really, and then Nate gets taken out by Bubble, and then he also finds Dead Fox. So a pretty easy round, you know, just against Eco. But I was kind of hoping that Taboo would go in, try to kind of, you know, hello guys, I'm here, kill me.
Yeah.
And then they have another player playing towards B and kind of acts like Taboo was the fake.
Yeah.
But then him, the B player, is the fake, and then they play the A bomb site, try to get a plant or a few kills, but it kind of fell apart. The timing was very off. I think that might have been the idea, but it didn't really work. But Victor gonna get 2 quick kills here in the connect area, and that's massive.
And that's something that CSGO.ONE didn't play at all. They didn't really play connector. E-Frag is poking in there. They drop the bomb. Now it's a 2v5. Victor is able to retreat as well, so the CTs are safe. They can fall back into the defensive positions and let the remaining 2 terrorists work. Or Victor just says, I want to get more frags, even though I'm down to 4 HP. Doesn't matter if I have all sorts of nades and all that stuff on me. I just want to get kills.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing if any of the T players can find kills here. They've actually just given up the bomb, and this is a very smart choice. They don't really have too much to get from getting these AKs, and sometimes a viable strategy can actually be, say, fall back into the sites, let them have the bomb. If they decide to save, let them. Because what will most likely happen is the next round, they're going to be buying up again, and they're going to maybe have Galils, or they're going to have Tech 9s. Would we rather kill them now, have them have an eco, and then they full buy, or we want them to kind of have these 2 rifles, and because of that, be forced to force buy the next and get a really broken buy.
Yeah.
That is sometimes something you need to also consider.
And on top of that, Taboo and Dead Fox won't get the loser money because they stay alive, so their money will be really low compared to their 3 teammates' money, which resolves in another awkward buy situation later on in the game.
Yep.
So Taboo and Dead Fox might end up with Tech 9s while their teammates have rifles if they lose this one.
Yeah, the money isn't looking too good here. Now they have to, you know, they have to make the decision, do we want to buy? That's also why they're using pretty much all this freeze time on just standing. No one's buying anything. They need to find out, do we want to buy, do we not? They decide to buy.
Last second call.
Yeah, and now they have the Galil, but they don't really have many nades to work with. And is that the better choice, you know? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I think in this game, predictions are of way too many times, and today I think it's the Black Friday of predictions, even though it's not even Friday, you know?
I have no clue what that means.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday,
yeah. So it's Black Saturday of predictions.
well, you tried. I'll give you a gold star.
50% off on predictions. Accuracy, obviously.
Ooh, that's a very interesting boost. Tabo boosted up on the bench to look into toilets. I've never seen it done this way. Usually it's the CT players doing it, but this time it's Maeve and Tabu doing a bit of a tower here. And they're going to be looking into the toilets area, but they can't really find anything. It's a good stack though by the CT players, and Bobo going to be entering into this round. Now, PT's going to be trying to see if they can get in. Tabu gets the first kill, that's a good one. Bobo finds Tabu quickly, and Nay almost kills off Bobo through the smoke. He's on 1 HP, decides to push through the smoke, I think, and that's actually a very, very good choice. Meanwhile, NKL finds a frag on the other bomb site, and Bobo sees the rotations coming in. He knows what's going on. Might be playing a bit too fast, he might have been heard, but NKL pretty much can do all of the work himself, and Bobo just needs to land this frag, and he does so.
And he took his time, didn't fire initially when he saw the feed, neither when Dead Fox was jumping down, just lined him up on the way to the B-bomb site. Sturdy play by Bubble, 12-9 in favor of E-Frag. Tactical pause by CSGO.ONE. They want to stay alive in this game. They want to get to the final. They want to overthrow the momentum. And looking at the CT's money, as you can see, we've got Spidey on 12k. The same for Bubble. So much money to work with. A real struggle up ahead for CSGO.ONE.
Yeah, why even win the tournament? It'd be much easier to just go home with this money, and then you're like set for life. $13k?
It's like Monopoly. It doesn't work like it, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't played too much Counter-Strike.
Oh, yeah. Know that feeling. I want to save so often in real life, and then I keep buying.
Yeah, I just keep buying. It's so sad.
So I don't know how long the tactical pause actually lasts. I guess around 2 minutes. So I think it is a good chance for CSGO.ONE. They have enough money to buy up. So they can definitely walk through everything right now. They can go into the very smallest details, you know, put the smoke over there and stuff like that. And what would you say to your teammates to get motivation back?
It's like, you know, make it or break it. You know, it's a huge opportunity for everybody here to play at this LAN, and you definitely do not want to be sent home early. You want to be here for at least the final. So, you know, the best way to motivate is just tell them the reality. You know, we're going home if we lose this, but we really want to stay.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. We just need to win the next many rounds, and we're on the lesser favored side. But
yeah, it's only 7 to go.
Yeah, only 7 more, boys.
And then 16 more that we need to win on the third map. So
easy. We'll do that.
Yeah. So I think it's a good way to motivate your teammates like that. In a way of, yeah, you don't want to go home. Oh, they actually didn't buy, but they had like 3.4. They could have afforded something.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to say the least, but I think they're going to be putting up a very good smoke, and now they're going to be just straight on rotating. But look at the, look at the experience from E-Frag. They haven't rotated a single player off this bomb site. They haven't even moved? No, they haven't moved, and that's the crazy thing. So now, they're just in a really good position. They don't even know Dreamer is here. He's going to get 1, he's going to get 3, he's going to get 3, and then he's going to go down, unfortunately. But it looks like another round in favor of E-Frag here. It's definitely going to be tough, but if they can get the bomb plant, that's still a huge win for them, and it looks like Taboo might. The boost coming in, not going to really see anything. Bubble hasn't spotted Nay, but gets spotted. They're very patient with this boost.
Yeah, they don't want to mess this retake up. They know what's at stake. Spyleader with the frags. Who else but Spyleader? And Dreamer.
The guy has got 13 armor. He needs to start rebuying. 13 armor, that's definitely not something you see very often. Yeah,
but I don't think that he's got a problem rebuying with that much money.
You're probably right about that.
Go into shop just now. E-Frag up 13 to 9, and I think CSGO.ONE did talk about the save round as well as this one. And they went for the save to have everything. So there must be something really special right now. The fast B opening. Fast B control, Molotoving off Toxic, and counter flashes, counter smokes by the CTs. Dreamer trying to take refuge in Monster, but goes down to Nay, and that is a small opening the Tears were looking for. Yeah, well, NKL, he's just abusing this kind of bad smoke and takes down Maeve, and that's going to be very big. He can even deny the bomb plant if he can actually land the shots through the smoke, but he can't quite. 2 players on very low HP, and another retake scenario. Ooh, that nade went to the wrong side of the site there, but NKL takes down Dead Fox, and Bubble also gets flashy. So last player is stuck on the bomb site, and there's no way he's getting out of this alive. E-Frag came in from all the different directions. CSGO.ONE had 2 players on low HP already, and E-Frag just didn't let them get away. They didn't give them any angles to hide away either. No, and it was pretty funny how Dreamer tried to kind of pull a Maeve there. He saw the smoke. He's like, I'll just keep running. He was really like, I want to get there, and then he just fell flat down just in front of it. Yeah. Oh, so close and yet so far. Yeah. No touchdown for you, sir. So CSGO.ONE with another buy. Open play for Dead Fox. And they switch up their play. I don't think they really talked about this one. I think the emphasis was on that B execution. They talked about where to place the Molotovs and stuff like that. Maybe they can change the game. Maybe Dead Fox is the linchpin. Maybe he can do it for the Hungarian squad. It is only 2 more rounds for E-Frag, and it would be through to take revenge against Revolt. Yeah. Definitely, a small revenge, at least, I guess you can say. Yeah, this is the step before the revenge. Yeah, that is true. But we talked about the AWP not really being such a good weapon on the T side of Overpass, perhaps, and Dead Fox hasn't really gotten anything from this huge investment yet. So we'll see what he can make with this. He's oh yeah, we've actually got a bit of a lurk there in toilets. And he could find a lot of players here. He finds one. It's Bubble. He's got an AWP, unfortunately. That's a bit of an unlucky weapon. Finds one more with a G250 and another drag. That's crazy.
Dead Fox takes him out eventually, and that's really what they needed. Now a 2 versus 3 situation and only 25 seconds left on the clock.
It's gonna run down. They are going for the B rotation. They make it just in time, but they need to run all the time, so Dreamer has to be aware of them. He knows that they are coming for him, and he spots the back. Oh, what a reaction by Flashy! Straight headshot there. Victor and Spyleader have to go big for E-Frag to take it home. But the CTs can relax a little more, you know, they can afford to give this round away. It wouldn't be that big of a problem for them. They have enough money, they have a 5-round lead, but they probably don't want to allow CSGO.ONE to get any momentum back in this matchup.
Yeah, we need a guy to start fake diffusing, and there it is. Spyleader holding the angle, not going to win it, and Flash is going to come in from behind. So the first round on the board for the Hungarian side of this half. That is, you know, it's the perfect time to break the momentum, and if they come back now, it'd be an absolutely amazing comeback.
That would be probably really sensational.
Oh yes.
To come back to later. So E-Frag still have enough money, and CSGO.ONE don't go for the AWP again. They tried it and it didn't really work out, so they stay with the AKs. And I don't know, they were quite successful with a rather spread out playing style and then just trading. Their executions weren't really successful, so they just take control of the outskirts of B and now they fall back again. Yeah. And I think that's the right call to make. Just get your players in position, let the CTs make a mistake.
But the problem is, you know, E-Frag works as a unit, whereas CSGO.ONE, they work more as individuals, and it kind of has been the case that if they want to get a T round, they've had to have a guy step up individually, and I don't think, I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to have a guy stepping up for the next 6 consecutive rounds, or even just, you know, 5 of the next 6, which is what they, you know,
need at least.
To even pull overtime off.
Maybe Dead Fox can be, I hope for him to be the guy to change it in the previous one, and he wasn't quite. It was Flash. Once again, he gets taken out by Bubble, but the CTs are rotating. They slowly but surely lose the patience, and Flash and Taboo chime in with the kills to make it a 4v3. We've seen quite a similar situation already, and E-Frag were able to retake it. This time around, it's going to be down to Bubble and Spyleader, and we've seen Spyleader go big time and time again for E-Frag, not only in the previous map, but also in this one. Now he's up against 3 terrorists, and he's retreating already. Not going to challenge anymore.
No, and it's a 1 versus 3 situation. I mean, they have piles of cash, but that cash bank is gonna run out eventually, especially if they keep losing rounds. Any economic damage he can do here is a small win for E-Frag, and unfortunately he couldn't quite catch Flashy there. But, you know, even just taking him up would have left him closer to the bomb, would have damaged him more, and if he had hit 1 or 2 bullets, that would have actually killed him off. So, no, money doesn't really do that much, but if they decide to lose a round now, for example, they can still get a decent buy-in, but it's going to be a bit of a broken buy, actually, and that's why they need this round. Then they can, you know, then they can still pull through if they drop 1 round, but they definitely need this, and they need a lot of players alive. Yeah,
and E-Frag would be saving after this one, so on top of that, CSGO.ONE would probably face at least 1 easier round. I don't want to say easy, but easier. Yeah. Maybe not so much, but Spyleader trying to take point for the CTs, and once again it's Flash. He really, I think he got 6 frags and now 7 in 3 rounds. That is just amazing performance by him. He's taking CSGO.ONE back into the game. Bubble now closing out Maven Nay over at the A approach, over at Toilets, and he went very deep into the outskirts of A, so that was quite a heads-up play by him. But Taboo closes out NKL. The B bomb site is not cleaned up now as Dreamer is walking through the smoke. He surprises Flash and goes down to Dead Fox. Really important trade frag by Dead Fox. Bubble is alone against 2, and he might as well just try. They have to save anyway.
Yeah, he's got a Molotov as well. He can kind of block off one of the entrances into the site. He finds Dead Fox, and he's going to be blocking off shot. He's probably going to be faking it. He's not actually faking it. Taboo needs to get going here, and he's not. I think Bubble will make... Oh my god, that is down to the wire once again. and Cbble wins the round eventually. That's fantastic play from him.
And he had a slow start, but he's pulling his own weight right now. Really glad that Maeve was able to keep CSGO.ONE afloat at the start of the game. Now everyone is coming in with the big plays. Flash, Taboo, Maeve was the guy before. Deadfox is there as well with an important refrag. And it's down to 2 rounds. E-Frag with the 4th buy. As he's at 75, P250, Deagle, Max 7, Scout. They kind of got everything that was in store.
That's true, and it's, you know, a lot of Counter-Strike games are actually decided not on the last round, you know, at least when games get close, but the rounds leading up to them. In the sense that it's not the final nail in the coffin that really wins you the game. It's usually just the fact that you can, you know, in close games, the economical aspect is something that you can just manipulate so hard. And we'll see what happens here. Dreamer gets 1. He's getting a bit of money. He's getting 2. Ooh, not the 3rd, unfortunately. The aim punch there, kind of messing up his aim. And now Flashy looking for more, but doesn't quite find it. Ney going to be taken down. NKL and Victor with a great push. He is not going to take out Flashy. Still can, but does take him out eventually. And he's getting shot. And he's still alive. How does he stay alive? Spy Leader now with a scout, but he managed to drop. And I'm not sure they know this. He's got a pistol as well. He might win this. Deadfox very low on HP, and he does so indeed. A 1 versus 2 with just a USP pistol from Spy Leader. Can you believe it?
What is going wrong? That was one of those rounds. Just like at the start of the game, everything was weird. You know, when Maeve pushed through the smoke and then pushed back through the smoke again, and everything was kind of, what? And this is just the same. Dreamer with the double max 7 kill. I thought he would pick up the 3rd. Then he didn't. I thought, okay, the terrorists should get this. Then we had Victor with his ZZ75 dancing around the pillar like a pole dancer. Didn't get the 2nd frag, and I was like, okay, this is surely the terrorist thing. And then Spy Leader comes up with his own kills. Just insane play by both teams. Bubble opens it up for E-Frag. Now they have 3 match points, and CSGO.ONE need to hang on to this one. They have 3 AKs remaining and the Tech 9 for Ney. But do they have the mentality?
Yeah, the mental game definitely going in favor of E-Frag. You know, the experience on that team is just, you know, too much. And CSGO.ONE, a rather new team, you know. But the point I was trying to make is, you know, last round broke the economy of the T's, and that is just going to make it so much harder for the terrorists. Now they do have a few guns here, but Bubble misses a very crucial shot, but Spy Leader luckily gives him a helping hand there. Ney going to be Molotov out, and he kind of needs to wake his way through, so he's going to be flashing, and he's just going to be waiting out the Molotov. Spy Leader caught in no man's land, but doesn't actually get taken out. Good flash from Spy Leader. Dreamer and Victor getting 1 each, and now Maeve, last man standing. He pulled the weight of his team at the start of the game, but now there's not much left, and it is going to be E-Frag 16-12, 2-0 in the best of 3 series. What an amazing game.